It's D-Day. You're on a boat, you're headed to shore, bullets whiz past your head, and you're absolutely terrified. You don't know whether you're going to live for the next 30 seconds, next minute, even make it onto shore. However, you have a leader who is prepared to talk to you, and he gives this speech.
Remember, no digging in at the shore. Gotta advance. You need to stay low and do not bunch up. Stick to your training, you're gonna make it through. I'm proud to lead you fellas into battle. Anytime, anywhere. All right, give him hell, boys!
Now this character goes by the name of Turner, specifically Joseph Turner. He is the main and fearless leader within the game of Call of Duty World War II. Now when this was kind of re-released on Game Pass last month, we've started to go through some of the characters, and I thought last time was going to be the final one when we went through Zussman, but you guys asked me in the comments over and over and over, you wanted to see one more character, and that is Turner. And I will say this, his backstory is probably one of the most heroic out of any character in any Call of Duty game, but also the saddest and most tragic. It's an important one. It's a great story. So without further ado, let me give you the full story of Joseph Turner. Joseph Turner was born in Cambridge, Massachusetts in the year 1913, and he went on to attend the United States Military Academy at West Point, graduating and receiving his commissions as an officer in the year 1938. He rose to the rank of first lieutenant with the second lieutenant by the name of William Pearson. In February of 1943, Turner participated in the Battle of Kasserine Pass alongside Pearson, who disobeyed orders to retreat and went to save his men who were trapped in the pass. However, Pearson was labeled as a deserter and that he abandoned his men, whereas that wasn't the case whatsoever.
Pearson didn't give a damn about him, just like his men at Kasserine.
Kasserine? You got it all wrong, Private. Pearson was ordered to retreat. Some of his men were trapped in the pass. He couldn't bring himself to fall back without them. But he ended up just losing more trying to save him. He's never been the same.
In fact, the only person to stand by him was Turner, looking over his shoulder and making sure he could perform his duties properly. Even when confronted, he never threw Pearson under the bus.
Sir, is it true about Pearson getting those men killed at the Kasserine Pass?
One day, Daniels, when you're leading your own platoon, you find out there's usually two options. Bad and worse. But you focus on your men, because that's what'll get you through.
Tell that to Pearson.
Sergeant Pearson, you just pray you're never in that position.
Now going back to D-Day, as bullets are flying, men are dying all around you, you hop into the water to try to storm the beach. As you hit that freezing cold water, your legs stop to work as you freeze and tear. But the only person able to get you up onto shore is once again your fearless leader.
Get your head down and keep moving!
And as you work your way towards shore, the water becoming more and more red with the blood of your allies, you see the complete and utter destruction of what the enemy has brought you. Limbs on the ground, faces exploded off, and once again, there is one person there for you. One person to keep your head straight, one person to keep you in the game.
Daniels! This is what you trained for! Now pick up that banger! You can do this! Yes, sir!
And through this, you make it through D-Day, seeing hundreds, if not thousands, of your fellow soldiers get killed right in front of your eyes, even to the point of your best friend of Zussman being stabbed in the chest and you having to carry him to safety. But by the very end, there is once again one person to make you feel just a little bit better about being so far from home.
None of us could have prepared for that. But you came through when it counted.
Thanks, sir.
You'll be all right, son.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Of course I will.
And it was clear as things became more and more dark and they got further and further and closer towards enemy lines, there was one person that they could trust, one person to give them directions, and one person that they could follow into battle no matter what, and that was Turner. And as he gave them the next directions on storming Marigny, that is exactly what continued.
This is our chance to break out of Normandy. It won't be easy. The hedgerows are heavily defended. We got reports of Kraut armor in the area. But if we can hold and secure Marigny, we own the roadways. And if Zussman can take a knife in the gut and come out swinging, I like our odds just fine.
I always bet on a winner, sir.
For Turner, shielding us is his noble calling.
Let's move.
The war just has a habit of getting in the way.
And what he said right there is very true, because the further they got into the war, the longer they had been there and the more allies that they've seen died, Turner starts to take it personally, because those are his men. The men dying all around him, there's almost nothing he can do to keep them safe. And as Red just said, that is his noble cause. And the further and longer we're in the war, we see cracks start to show, specifically between Pearson and between Turner.
If I tell you to do it, it is the goddamn mission!
Hey, pick up the pace!
One of the wonderful things about World War II as a game is it doesn't just show the soldiers as soldiers, just cogs in a wheel. It also shows the emotion and the real life humans behind those decisions and those cogs in the wheel. And for the most part, everyone has the same idea in mind. They want to win the war and they want to keep their fellow soldiers safe. And when that seems nearly impossible, that's when heads start to butt, especially between leaders. A perfect example of this is as our soldiers work their way into the town, they eventually get into the building, and in the basement, they find civilians still alive. And the difference between Turner's response and Pearson's response are very, very different.
Whoa, 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 whoa! It's all right! It's all right! We're not gonna hurt you. We're not gonna hurt you.
No food. My sister. Please. Help us.
No. Kraut reinforcements will be here any minute. We don't have time to be babysitting civilians.
There's only 2 of them.
Sir, you better come see this.
Oh, just perfect.
Shit. We passed that truck a few hundred yards back. We can drive it here and we can get them all out.
With all due respect, our mission was to secure this hotel.
Sagen Sie. Wir haben Verwundete. Die werden es nicht schaffen. Ich
I
will
don't
es sie
speak-
an.
Ich spreche etwas Deutsch. Keine Sorge, alles wird gut.
You speak German? When the hell were you gonna tell us that?
It wasn't.
All right, we're gonna get these people out of here. Daniels, Aiello, you take that truck, rendezvous with us on the west side of the hotel. Get moving.
Now, Turner's immediate response is to save these people. That's what he does. He's kind of like the guardian angel of not just soldiers, but people in general. Whereas Pearson's only response is to number 1, follow orders, which was not to protect any civilians. So he actually strongly disagrees with Turner's decision here, even to the point where they get in an argument.
Go on! Go!
What the hell are you doing?
Following orders. Everyone back to the hotel! Move, move, move! Hey, there's nothing we can do.
Now, this is one of the coolest parts of this whole story, is even though these two do not disagree about everything and get in fights literally all the time, as you're going to see this happens even more, when it comes down to brass tacks, Turner ends up getting hit in trouble for his decision to help out these civilians. But even though Pearson completely disagreed with him and told him not to do it, this is what happens.
Your orders were to take the hotel, not evacuate civilians. Who decided this was a rescue op?
We thought there was time, sir.
Last time I checked, Turner was in charge, not you. Is he making the calls now?
No, sir. It was my call. It's on me.
It's on both of us.
Yeah, well, right now, the last thing I should be worried about is if 2 of my best men can follow orders when we're on the verge of the biggest operation of the entire war.
And once again, both soldiers having each other's backs regardless. Even though they disagreed, they're still working together. But again, war will get in the way of that. Working through the final push, specifically working towards Hill 493, we get to hear a motto that will ring very true for Turner.
No mission too difficult, no sacrifice too great. Duty first.
That's right. Now get ready to move out.
And because of circumstances, eventually the platoon has to split into 2 different groups, one going one direction, one going the other.
We're gonna split into 2 teams. Pearson, you'll head north over the bridge to reach the hill. I'll follow the river with a squad to guard your advance. Assembly point will be the base of Hill 493.
Now, they're supposed to be meeting at the base of Hill 493 and then storming it together, having a bigger push forward. However, at one point, Turner hears word through the radio that Pearson has already started the push on 493 without them.
Lieutenant! Just got a transmission from Baker. They're gonna assault Hill 493. Pearson's with them.
What?
He took our guys and 2nd platoon. Gear up! Let's move!
So the disagreement here comes from the orders being specifically take Hill 493 at all costs, and that is what Sergeant Pearson follows. However, many men were lost because they didn't wait for the larger push, and Turner was worried about losing his men. So upon getting to the top of the hill, an argument ensues between the two.
How many casualties?
We executed the mission.
How many?
Our instructions were to take this hill.
You should have waited for us.
There wasn't time.
What about our...
We had orders!
The hell with our goddamn orders!
Do you think I wanted any of this? We are cogs in the machine, Joseph. We start going our own way, the whole thing breaks down. When did you forget that?
These are men! Our men! When did you forget?
Those 150s are still firing on our position.
Keep moving. We're taking them out.
And right after this fight, in the next segment of this battle, eventually they have to take out some tanks. And when everything seems to be lost for Red, once again, the person to save him is Turner. And by the motto that he lived by, no mission too difficult and no sacrifice too great, might not have been for his country, but rather his fellow soldiers.
It's okay. I've got you, son. Lieutenant!
Ami. Fluchen Schweine. Spanische Arschlöcher. Sie werden uns nie schlagen. Was machen Sie hier auf unserem Kontinent? Ja? Ich am Arsch lecken verfliegende Scheiße!
Turner! Enemy reinforcements! Fall back!
I'm not gonna make it. Leave me. I got you. Go.
We're not gonna make it!
Stay with me. Turner. Lieutenant! We gotta get our boys out of here.
No, we can still make it!
You have to retreat.
No, we ain't leaving you here.
You get me up, I'll hold them off. You have to go! Go!
It was an honor.
No sacrifice too great. Go.
Fall back!
Sergeant!
Move! Move! Fall back! Move back! There's an order! Go! Go!
No!
Now, Turner's sacrifice and Turner's service may have changed the course of the war more than you realize. Number one, after this happens, Red Daniels actually becomes the second in command and follows the same sort of leading strategy that Turner followed.
So I'm making you my second. And you will support me 1,000%.
And where Pearson initially takes the news of Turner's death in an incredibly bad way.
You're corporal now, huh? Yeah, see how fucking easy it is. Go. Give me an excuse. Yeah, that's what I thought. 6 years I served with that man. 6. Merry fucking Christmas.
Eventually, he comes around and realizes that he can't just follow orders to a T. And in fact, without Pearson and without the death of Turner, they may never have found Zussman as a POW at the end of the game. Because by the very end, the reason why they find Zussman is because Pearson doesn't follow orders.
There are reports of POW camps in the area. Davis has ordered us to wait for authorization before conducting a sweep. But I guess you know what to do with Davis's orders.
Copy that, Sergeant.
All right.
So when it comes down to it, the death of Turner meant a lot more to the war than just saving his men in that moment. He saved them throughout the war many, many times. And well, as Turner said,
No mission too difficult, no sacrifice too great. Duty first.
That's right!
Lieutenant! We gotta get our boys out of here.
No, we can still make it!
You have to retreat.
No, we ain't leaving you here.
Get me up, I'll hold them off. You have to go! Go!
It was an honor.
No sacrifice too great. Go. Fall back! Sergeant! Move! Move! Fall back! Move! Back! Move! Move! Go!